Hello everyone, welcome to Rise of Patience again. This is game number 3 in this series of Kage versus Vandrien in standard 1 versus 1. So let's start. On one side we have Kage in blue with Russians. On the other side we have Vandrien with Dutch. So I have to say Dutch and Russians, this is not a typical combination of nations in Rise of Nations, so as a random nation. So I assume one of them either chose an economic random. That has to be it. So let's start with Dutch. Dutch is known to be a very good economic nation because they start with a market that saves you 80 wood, and that also means you start accumulating wealth right from the beginning. Then apart from that, you get 2 free armed merchants. So that in itself is at least 70 wood and 30 gold free. And on top of that, you also get a free commerce research. So there is no doubt that Dutch can be one of the fastest civilizations to age to classical age because of all these freebies they get. And they have some minor improvements, like actually the fact that their caravans and merchants are armed, it makes them really good for defense. In that way, the opponent has to make sure they send at least a heavy cavalry or a heavy infantry to raid their merchants. Just archers or horse archers do not work against these merchants. Then their other powers include a 10% discount on future commerce researches. To be honest, that's not a lot of discount. And they have some water benefits, like if on a water map they get a free light ship every time they complete a dock, and their ship upgrades are 10% cheaper. Unfortunately, Vandrien cannot take advantage of that on this map. This is Old World. Old World is a little bit like Sahara in the sense that it's all land. There is no water. There are these rivers, but they have no advantage. It's not considered a water map because you cannot build a dock on a river. Old World has a lot more wood and mountains than Sahara does, and yeah, it's a good map. I feel after Sahara, this is one of those maps which is easy to raid because there's so much free space. It's not cluttered by anything. On Vandrien's side, he's got Sugar. Sugar is an amazing rare to find early in the game. On Kage's side, he has not found any of his rares. But what does he have? He has Silk here. Silk is an awesome rare to have, and Civic Dye. I'm sorry, Dye provides you 25% discount on Civic researches, and Silk is 25% on commerce, and he has not found any of those. And he has not found Fur as well. So these are some really nice rare resources in his territory, and he has not found any of those. That's so sad. There's Wool here. Wool is a good rare to have in the beginning of the game because you have cheaper villagers and they're also produced faster. Since you make a lot of villagers in the beginning of the game, this is a must-have rare. You can see Vandrien using Vandrien is using the Fur. Fur gives you 25% reduced cost of military, and since he's making a stable, I assume he should have gone for a military level too, but he decided to start with the senator first. I have to assume this is a defensive stable. Yeah, he's just making a light horse, so he does not get raided. He has no idea that Kage is in no mood to raid right now. He does not even have a military research done, but he'll have to do military anyway because he's close to the population limit. After he makes 2 more villagers or any other units, he has to get that research done. There comes the second market, and there is the warning for population limit. On the other side, it's clearly visible that Vandrien is ahead, and a lot of it I would say is because of the Dutch fast start, and on the other part is also because of nice rares that Vandrien has. So that's silver. How did I miss that? He has silver, he has sugar right here, he has obsidian. Obsidian is a nice rare to have if your civilization utilizes a lot of archers, and your city fire and your tower fires also get benefited because of the +1 attack that they get. So and apart from that, you also get +10 wealth and metal. So overall, it's not a bad rare, although I would not keep it as a priority rare. If I have sugar and silver, I would get both of them first before obsidian. And yeah, it seems like he transferred his merchant from fur to obsidian. He has a good eco right now. On the other side, Kage is also going for Civic 2, and that Civic 2 is going to be that Civic 2. Finally, he finds the silk. So with that Civic 2, he's going to at least, I won't say secure this silver, but he's going to make it difficult for Vandrien to get that silver. So I think this silver is soon going to be in a no man's land, and nobody's going to be able to use that. As I've said before in my previous broadcasts, if you are a Russian and your opponent decides to go senator and not despotism, it's a clear hint that your opponent is in no mood to launch any full-scale attack. At least the most he can do is do some minor raids, but because of the heavy attrition that Russians inflict on their enemies, it just becomes there's no point in raiding heavy, because most of your units are going to die of attrition anyway. And there is Kage. So he should manipulate this merchant so that he sets up around the city. But even then, this is not a very safe place. As long as Vandrien doesn't find out, Kage is fine. So another way Kage can secure this merchant is by building a market here, so that he can quickly garrison it as soon as somebody is attacking it. But that he's too late for that. Will he be able to advance? Yes, he can advance. All right, so he did use the silver's special power, and no, that merchant is going to die. Nobody's going to save that merchant now. It's so sad to see that Kage has not found both fur and dye, and these are some very important rares that he does not know yet. But the good thing is he is constantly scouting, so I think he will eventually find it, or let's hope he finds out. On the other side, Vandrien has found all the rares that are in his territory, which is nice. And look at Vandrien. He manages to get silver, age up, and now he can just take it back. So all you need this rare is to get its advantage, and once you have it, you can go back. You can see that heavy attrition, and that merchant is going to die anyway, just because of attrition. And that light horse died because of attrition. It clearly gives you a glimpse of how strong Russian attrition is. If you want to keep the Russian enemy on his toes, you should get either you get despotism or you boom so hard that your opponent does not get any chance to do anything. Alright, did you notice that Kage is yet to research the government? He just made a senate, and Yeah, that horse archer is going to die before it makes any difference. Yeah, if it gets a villager, I'd be surprised. Let's just wait for it to die before it reaches its target. Oh yeah, it's dead. And a good spot. All right, so since Kage has upgraded his heavy cavalry, I am assuming he's going to raid a little bit more, because there's no point in just upgrading heavy cavalry for a few cavalries, right? You want to make more of those. And that's commerce 3. Now I will not say that's a common strategy at all, because Russians are not an economic civilization. I mean, of course, you can boom with them. You can boom with any nation, but Russians don't have any particular advantage that allows them to boom so hard. So I have no idea what Kage is thinking right now. It could be that he had extra knowledge and he just wanted to use it, maybe. And there are lumber mills coming. Hopefully he'll get granary here as well. A smelter soon once he can afford the Science 3 upgrade. There's another. So it's a good idea to tower this. The only thing is, yeah, I was expecting that. So now so this has been a shortcoming from Vandrien, all the games that I have seen so far. Vandrien does really good at booming. He even has some decent raids, but every time when it comes to small battles with the armies, he is really lacking in making a good army. But this time, no, he should. Well, if he's serious about taking this tower down, he should be making more army. But let's see. That's better than most of the times the kind of army he has. He's going to raid this silver, which is a good move. Yeah, and he will get it. He will get it. Oh no, he will not get it. Why did he retreat? He should have taken them out. Oh. And Kage has a senator right here. I don't know what is it doing here. Can I say senator should be right here so that it provides the tower the defensive bonus. Yeah, it's for the newbies watching this commentary. Let me tell you that your senator provides a defensive bonus. So you can see this city is within the range of the senator. It gets a +5 armor bonus. If he brings this senator close to the tower will also get that armor bonus, and he should get that. I don't know why he's waiting behind. And that's a good move, using this Rossini Lancer to get the senator out. So far it's going really well for Kage. Kage has a better knowledge income, although the moment this hanging garden completes, he will catch up. Yeah, he did catch up as soon as that did. They both have good economies, although that seemed to have a little better. So you can see Kage is investing in cavalries. He has both the light and heavy cavalries upgraded. And that's a very good choice, because Russian light cavalry is awesome. It has its advantage against siege units and supply units, as well as it's also a little stronger than regular light cavalry. So there he takes down his siege, and that was a bad play by Vandrien. He should know that Russian cavalry are too good against siege units. So if he wanted to get the siege right in front, he should have at least protected it with some units. And that heavy cavalry got bribed. Let's see, so right now he is using archers, right? he was making archers. He doesn't have any archers alive. So if he was making archers, he should replenish this obsidian, even tower this, because with a tower, so a towered armed merchant is almost indestructible. I mean, unless somebody sensed 3 or 4 units to raid that, it's not a bad idea. Anyway, if there's a tower here, it's also going to prevent any raids coming from this side, right from here. And we can see Kage strengthening up right here. His eco is still not as good as Vandrien's. Mostly food. I don't know why he's not using all that wood he has. He should quickly build 5 farms around here, maybe a granary as well. And that's bad army. Vandrien really needs to start. He needs to take care of his siege much better. He has lost so much resources because of, like, he just discards siege like a waste unit. And he has so many resources. Why is he not building units? If he wants, he can clearly launch a full-scale attack on this tower, the city, but he's just saving these resources. I don't know for what. So actually, I know one of the reasons that he might be saving these resources, because Dutch get additional eco bonus for every extra resource in their treasury, but it's not worth it when you're getting slain by your opponent here and you're losing all that siege. Oh, so that's his castle being obstructed. Meanwhile, Kage has not made a castle yet. So without a castle, Kage cannot go for the armor upgrade. And that's a really nice raid by Kage. He is going to get that armored caravan. And he's gonna get another armored caravan. Awesome. So if these armored caravans are really difficult to raid, so if this was any other civilization, that caravan would have been dead already. But the Dutch caravan, they're so resilient. With that castle, he can upgrade tactics, and it's one of the key upgrades in the battle. And for all the newbies watching this broadcast right now, you should know that every time you research military tree, go to your castle and research tactics right here. It creates a lot of difference in the battle. So here, Kage has +2 armor. He does not have any castle here, and well, Vandrien is not researching that. Hopefully he will research it soon. And that's not a good idea to send unupgraded heavy infantry for that. No, that's just a waste of unit. Yes, Vandrien, go for it. Get that. You have an edge right now. You have an edge. I mean, you definitely need more cavalry. So this is another thing that Vandrien is not doing right. He has so many units queued up in this barracks and none in this barracks. He's not utilizing both of his barracks properly. And Vandrien is not using the sugar all this time. Oh my god. He forgot that his sugar was raided. This is so bad for him. Meanwhile, Kage still doesn't know that he has furs and dye. Oh, it feels so bad. It hurts me, right? It hurts right in the heart. And this is a very bad army composition when you know that your opponent is going all cavalry. But a good thing is Vandrien is researching heavy infantry. He's not using the other barracks. Not very good. Alright, so So I see what Kage is trying to do. I assume he was trying to he's trying to just defend this attack right here somehow, so that he can quickly age to Enlightenment Age. He easily has all the knowledge he needs for that, and yeah, the Vandrien is nowhere near Enlightenment Age. It can easily work out for him, but his silver just got raided, and I don't think he's going to try to fast Enlightenment Age. He is getting a castle right here so that he can quickly get the upgrade. That's okay. I think he is going to go for Enlightenment Age as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Vandrien finally realizes his tactics upgrade is missing, so he gets that, and he's also making spies. He has added a scout so that Kage does not bribe any of his units. And there's his castle completed, and that's the first thing he puts in tactics. Good job. So you can see these people are top standard players, and even they are making they're making mistakes like not using sugar. This guy has not unfortunately he couldn't scout these two important rares. So it doesn't matter how good you become at this game, there are always ways that you can screw up. Oh, and there Kage loses his senator. Now this can be really bad for Kage. This can be really bad for Kage. Is he going to lose all the scenes? Yes, he did. He lost that city, and Vandrien is still far behind. I mean, he's not too behind, but he'll need a few minutes before he has enough wealth. Knowledge to click up Enlightenment Age. Meanwhile, Kage has got the second armor upgrade, and it's pending here with Vandrien. Vandrien needs to get that upgrade really fast. He needs to get. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Why? So this is the second time Vandrien is making this mistake. His monarch is right there. It's not with his army. Finally, he moves it. So this monarch is what's providing the armor bonus, and he's not doing that. He does not have the armor upgrade, while Kage does. He has a plus 6 armor here. I would say this. So as I've okay, so Kage calls it GG, even though he has the extra armor, but he does not have enough units to defend that. That was a good game. Both sides made some mistakes, but overall it was fun to watch. It was also a little painful to watch in some aspects, how Vandrien did not utilize both of his barracks at some point. He did not have this last armor upgrade, and the fact that Kage almost had this game, but some reason he decided he should go to Enlightenment Age first. In fact, I also feel if this castle was placed right behind the city, right here, the city reduction the city assimilation might have taken some more time. I mean, it would have been more difficult for Vandrien to take the city, and Kage could fight back. So, but all in all, well played by both the sides, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.